Hi, welcome to your everyday counselor with your lady Lily. Today, I'm going to be throwing more lights on the topic cravings and the history of addiction. Cravings are the usual things that we love to do, but when we're not careful, we can leave the stage of just craving or from abstinence to addiction. So, a person who has cravings is not addicted, but the amount and frequency and duration of their cravings can tell a lot about their situations. Most people move from the letter, that's the ladder, and I beg your pardon. People move from the ladder of abstinence to addiction without even knowing it, and without knowing they put themselves in a situation, a very destructive situation that can actually ruin their life. People move from abstinence. They go from abstinence to the experiment stage. That stage where your peer pressure. Oh, can we just have a bottle? Can we just have a cigarette? Can we just try something new? Can we just go talk to that girl? Can we just flirt with that boy? So from the experiment stage, they go to the point of recreation. It becomes a recreational or a social activity from your cravings. And then from your social and recreational habits, it becomes an habituation. At this point, you have established a pattern of use. At this point, it's now an established pattern. Without this, you cannot do any other thing because you have to do it. You have to satisfy your cravings as a pattern. Then it gets to a point of abuse where you have to do it all the time. And the final stage, which is the addiction stage. At that point, you damn every consequences, even when it comes with consequences, even when you're doing the things that are pleasing to you and they come with a lot of consequences, you still find yourself doing that same thing that you have craved for. At that point, you can ruin everything that you have. Ruin your relationships because you must be with other girls. You're already addicted, you're already a sexual addict. Or you're a drunk. You come home drunk, falling into the gutter, having accidents, even costing you your life. But at that point, you damn all the consequences because you're already addicted. I'll quickly take you let's quickly look into the forces of addiction. These forces of addiction, one of the ways to quickly assess to see whether an individual has an addiction is to ask the following 4 questions. Does the person crave for something? Do they have cravings? Right? It's a normal behavior, but that is the first thing you need to find out. Are they craving for drug, alcohol, for more sex? Does the person use compulsively? Do they use compulsively? So you have to ask yourself these questions. What is my craving? Do I crave for these things compulsively? Does the person continue to use? Do you continue to use? Does the person does the person experience a loss of control when it comes to the use of these cravings? Do you lose control? Do you damn all the consequences? Do you fall into gutters? Do you become aggressive? So, if a person craves a known, if a person craves, let's use drug for an instance. Let's use drug for an instance. So whatever it is that's your challenge, if it is alcohol, if it is men or women, if it is money, whatever it is, just put it in the place of drugs. I'm going to just read this from my notes. You see, if a person craves a known effect from known drugs from time to time, but does not have the other three symptoms, such as an established pattern of use, it is likely they are in a social recreational user. You're just a social recreational user. That's the beginning. Cravings. You're just a social recreational user. If a person craves a drug and uses it compulsively, that is, he has an established pattern of relatively frequent use, but does not have the other two symptoms, then it is likely that a person is in the habituation stage. If a person craves a drug use, it compulsively and continues to use it despite serious negative outcomes. But there are consequences, but you continue to use, and but has not experienced a loss of control with regards to the drug, it is likely that that person is in a substance abuse stage of this continuum. If craves drug use, if the person craves drug use compulsively, continues to use despite negative outcomes, and experiences a loss of control with regards to using drugs, whatever it is in quotes, it is likely that the person has full-blown addiction. That is the history, you see. So from abstinence, experimentation, do you crave for something, and now you become so used to it, and now it is causing you problems, and now you cannot go back anymore. You can't stop. And this is going to ruin the pattern of your life, because all the funds you're going to get, you're going to use to buy drugs, alcohol, and then you're going to start to put up habits to maintain your lifestyle, because you might not be able to live an organized life anymore. In conclusion, I would want to say that addiction does not occur because of moral weakness. Don't think, oh, those people are addicted because they are weak or lack of willpower or an unwillingness to stop. Oh, my husband doesn't want to stop chasing women. Oh, my son doesn't want to stop drinking. He's just stubborn. Oh, he doesn't want to stop using marijuana and doesn't want to stop using heroin. That is not the problem. The problem, this is the findings stem from decades of work investigating the effects of your cravings on the brain. Your brain is now functioning based on what you have taught your brain to accept and to function. So, I would encourage you all to abstain in most cases, in order not to experiment something that will lead you to an addiction and a state of disorder. It is my wish that you be well. That's why I'm taking the time to learn more about this so that I can share this with you. I hope this helps you. Please share this with someone. Don't mind the ups and downs. Don't be discouraged. With time, we will get better, but we have to start somewhere. Share this with someone. You might save the soul of someone you love. Don't let these kids, these youths, start to learn things that will, in the long run, become an addiction and make their lives stagnant and stop them from progressing. We need our youths to be active We need them to be progressive because we want to build a better future for all of us. Thank you for watching. Do have an amazing rest of your day.